Here it is, my 1976 Corvette. Everything needs attention. New paint job coming eventually, but that'll be last. Engine was swapped out. Actually, the block is still a 350, but it's got Vortec heads on it. And I don't know that the carburetor's ever been run. Well, at least probably not on this configuration. Anyways, lots of things not hooked up. Cooling, AC, random wires that just go nowhere, like this one. Yeah, lots of things just wired terribly. Hood and T-tops with some damage, fixing them up. Took most everything out of the vehicle. Very bare inside right now, a little scary. There's the new to me steering column and battery back there. Anyways, hopefully I can get this thing going. We'll see. Hopefully it's not quite as bad as hopefully it's not quite as bad as last night. It might be because it's still the same starter. So we'll see what if this is still bad. I'm just going to get the 153 tooth starter. And here we go. Sorry, is trying to get the consistency. Darn it, yeah, okay. What do you think? I mean, once I made connection there, it didn't sound terrible, or did it? It wasn't grinding like last night.
No, it didn't sound as terrible. So
the angle of me putting this thing down there is not great for. All right, it's another Saturday, and I finally get to get my hands back on the Stingray here. I think my goals for today are hopefully not unattainable. There's a couple screws and bolts here that need to be drilled out because they're just rusted and stripped. And so this side and the other side have a few. I also want to turn this over and fiberglass the other side of the front here where I've started the fiberglass on the top. It's really, really messy right now, but no big deal. It'll come together soon. And then more fiberglassing from the hit it took up here. I've reinforced this a bit, but it's still got some weakness there. And then I'm going to hit this area here. It's missing this piece here. You can see it's supposed to lip the whole way and go there. So I'm going to rebuild that hopefully today as well. That'll probably be enough. And then eventually I got to rebuild the ignition switch here, or the actual ignition here. And once I get this back in, then I can start tweaking and see what the motor is actually missing. But I need the new key in first. It's not the original steering column. So got some work to do there before I can really start messing with the engine and getting it turning over. It's got the Vortec heads here. And it needs a fuel pump, and I do have the AC unit, but I don't know a lot about that yet, so I'm not going to have any hopes of doing that anytime soon. I'd rather just kind of work on getting the basics running and then build up the rest as I can. So anyways, ambitious day maybe, but that's why I got this, something to do. Start or not. Hey Matt, here's the steering column. Oh, one other thing. I don't know. This may have been cracked ahead of time, but this unfortunately was cracked. I guess it's probably on the other side. Yeah, so it looks like it was cracked already. May not be a big deal. I can probably just put that back together. But here's what is the big deal. Actually, last night I wasn't even able to, well, yeah. I mean, it starts seizing up. Thanks. Well, yeah, at my last starting attempt, noticed a lot of oil on the car. Let's see where it's coming from. Is it that bolt? Oh boy. I've only had this car in the garage for 3 weeks and already. Oh, cobwebs. Looks like the top of the transmission. All right, under the car, gonna turn it over. Lots of oil will come leaking out. Gotta find where it will come from. Here's gravity. Oh wait, I see it. Oh, it's out of that. Okay. It's out of this bad boy. I think is what I saw. Let me do it again. It's a start, or not. Yeah, okay. All right, that can be fixed. Easier than other things. Here's the distributor. It's got, it's just able to move easier than I thought it would. Here's the line, the hot line into the coil. Coil's under here. But I'm having to jump this because I don't really have any power there. And I'm not sure when this carburetor was last used. And again, there's just, you know, wires everywhere that don't connect right now. All right, I pulled my starter off the Corvette. It says 625 right there. Don't know if that means anything. Here's the teeth on this baby. And I'm going to go underneath in just a second and look at the flywheel as well. And then see if I need a different starter with this. Interesting thing on the flywheel here, it can be set for the offset bolts or the straight across bolts. And the starter that's on there right now is the offset. or staggered. So maybe I do have the wrong one on there. You can do it straight across. We'll see. I don't know how to do a bolt or a count of teeth on the flywheel, but there it is in all its orange and green glory. I'm gonna have to re-glass this area pretty good. He hit something, and I'm gonna try and get this back together and reinforce it there. And that's gonna take some work and some clamp, but I think we can do it. Make sure that that doesn't spread. And I've started here, and that held together pretty well, but I'm gonna reinforce that again too. And the hood over there is starting to take shape as well, which is nice. Corners coming together, and I got to do a little more on that side. That corner's okay, and that one's okay too. So anyways, this is sloping down a bit, but I'll just keep filling it in, reinforcing it. The strength is starting to get there, which is good. And then I just got to build up the girth. And there too. Get the rest of the car ready for paint. The engine's turning over pretty good. Still don't have a price for glass. I'll start putting this thing back together once I get a new key in that thing. Should be fun.